So much for watching.
All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break, but we will be right back with AGDQ 2017. All right, welcome back to AGDQ 2017. Right now, we have a special interview with Jan from Prevent Cancer. Take it away.
So pledge drives and that, but I've also
We are
set
live.
Yeah. Well. Oh, hello. Welcome back to Awesome Games Done Quick 2017. I am Justin, and with me here is my colleague Nicholas.
Great to be here.
And we have a very special guest. So we have right here Jan Bresch, COO of Prevent Cancer Foundation. Jan, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for being here. So, I'm going to ask you a few questions.
Okay.
Hopefully you have some time to answer them for us. First question we're going to ask you is, what is PCF?
So PCF is the Prevent Cancer Foundation. We're a 31-year-old organization that focuses on the prevention and early detection of cancer. Early detection is a secondary form of prevention, and if cancer can be found early, it is most treatable, and so that's our main focus.
Awesome. So, I mean, when we talk about early detection, I know a lot of people, when they think about cancer, they think about, oh, we need to find a way to treat it. We need to find a way to find the cure for it.
Right.
We need to find a way to make sure people are healthy. So then they think, you know, detection, early detection, that doesn't seem as important. Why is it important?
It is important because, say, colon cancer, if you follow your screening guidelines, the most important thing for you to know is your family history. If you have a family history of a disease, you need to let your healthcare professional know, because your screening times are probably going to be a lot earlier. So you go in for a colonoscopy, they find polyps, they remove the polyps, you don't get cancer.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
It's pretty important.
Yeah. It's very important.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
So Jan, you know, this is AGDQ 2017. You know, we've obviously been doing marathons together for a long time, but did you want to talk a little bit about how PCF wound up getting involved with GDQ?
So how did we get involved? It was really kind of funny. Mike Yama called us out of the blue and said, we run this little gaming marathon. We think we'd like to do it to benefit you. Could I come over and talk to you? I said, sure. And then we all got together and said, what is a gaming marathon? We had absolutely no idea what he was talking about. So he shows up in his t-shirt and jeans, and he's telling us about, you know, what they do. And we said, okay, sure, we'll be part of it. I mean, who knows? I mean, we did poker for years, and that started with a poker event. So we thought, sure, we'll try it out. Who knew that it was going to grow to this, to the first year, 20 guys in Yama's basement, to now having over 1,600 people.
Yeah. It's incredible. I mean, I don't think anybody here could have imagined it, let alone anyone at PCF, I'm sure.
No, we thought, okay, we'll give it a try, because Mike said, we raised $5,000 for the group last year. We think we could do 10 for you. Okay, well, that's 10,000 we didn't have. So sure, try it out. And we just have been flabbergasted at the success of this.
Millions of dollars raised to help out early detection. It's always fantastic. I want to talk about, you know, with these events, people are donating towards the cause, and they may not understand where their money is going to. So specifically with Games Done Quick events, we have their money allocated to special projects. Can you maybe talk a little bit about that?
We absolutely do. So before we even start, we allocate where that money's going to go. 74 cents of every dollar that's raised go directly to programs. So what we do is we always say we want to fund research. And so research has been mostly in early detection strategies. Like we have a program that we're funding in New York right now that is developing a biomarker for women for the early detection of breast cancer. Okay. Someone who may not have a predisposition to have breast cancer, and it is actually an obesity biomarker. And it may be somebody who's quite slender and you're not thinking they have that, but they could have that biomarker. So that's an important thing. But we also say, all right, what other things could we do? So we fund community programs, not only in the US, but nationally, that are providing services, both education and screening, and in some cases treatment, for underserved populations. So that's a big part of what we're doing now with AGDQ money. We also last year launched a national campaign which will go international. It has already a little bit called Think About the Link, that links viruses to cancer and educates people and encourages them to get screening. And we presented that campaign at the World Cancer Congress in Paris in November.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I know you might have a question for Nicholas.
I just might. So one of the things to think about is, a couple of times I've heard, well, PCF is very national. Are you guys working on any other, big international campaigns for prevention or for education?
We absolutely are. So we heard the AGD community loud and clear a couple of years ago. We were already doing some international stuff, but quite honestly, we weren't putting any money out internationally because there's so many national programs that we want to fund and don't have the funding for. So AGDQ money is earmarked for international, and so we took the partnerships we already had in place with groups like the Union for International Cancer Control and said, all right, how can we take this out and do this? One of the first things we did was fund a project in Rwanda for screening for women for cervical cancer using smartphone technology. And so
nice.
it turned out to be a great success. And on Friday, we have a meeting with the developer of this technology to say, how many other places can we take it?
Awesome.
That's
So,
amazing.
Yeah, cancer touches so many different people, and I quoted this stat on Sunday that over the last 2 decades, cancer deaths have gone down by 25%, and it's mostly due to treatment and early detection.
Excellent.
And that's what we want to do.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, we are in a speedrun focused event, so
Yeah.
I feel like I feel obligated to ask you a speedrunning related question.
Okay.
So I'm going to lay it on you. If you could pick one game to speedrun, what would it be?
Probably Mario Karts.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I like it.
I'm not
it.
bad at it.
Nice.
Not
good
bad
answer.
at it.
Good answer.
Yeah.
You have any other questions for Sam?
I do actually. So we've actually already raised almost $400,000.
I know. It's amazing.
It is
It
only
is amazing.
Tuesday night. That is
Yes.
amazing.
It's unbelievable what we are doing.
Do you have any words for the viewers and donors out there who have helped us so far
I
this event?
absolutely do. Thank you so much for all that you're doing. Every donation you make, no matter what amount it is, it's helping to save a life, not only nationally, but internationally. You are helping communities that don't have the resources. That's what we're focusing on. We're not focusing on those that have resources. We're focusing on those that don't. So every dollar you raise is making a difference, and we can't thank you enough. And on behalf of all the people that you're helping, thank you.
Well, I think that wraps it up for us. Once again, thank you very much, Jen. It
Thank
was a
you.
pleasure.
Thank you so much for being here.
We enjoy working so much with PCF. It's
Great.
been an absolute pleasure.
Let me
and-
know when you want me to do my run. I'm all
Okay,
ready.
okay.
Yeah.
We're scheduling it right now. as we
Okay,
speak.
cool. Great.
So once again, I am Justin. With me is Nicholas. Jan Bresch, COO of the PCF, Prevent Cancer Foundation. And coming up shortly is going to be the Super Mario Brothers 2, the Lost Levels race. So I'm going to throw it over to the host now.
All right, we are actually going to introduce some of the hardware involved in SMV1. So go ahead and take it away.
right, here we go. It's time for the Super Mario Bros. 2 Japan, better known as the Lost Levels, race between three people you just saw go through Mario 1 and Mario 1 Warps and Warpless. Before we start this, it's been a long time since we've done a Famicom Disk System game, so we're going to have the lovely Darbanisha show us off this lovely device here. As you can see, that is the Famicom Disk System. You've heard of the Super Nintendo and the Famicom, which is the Japanese Nintendo, but there's also this little Famicom Disk System. It takes these little ancient devices you've heard of back in the day, little floppy disks, and it's like a two-sided disc. Half the game is on one side and the rest of it is on the other side. So they're going to be playing on the old school hardware. Good luck finding one of these on eBay that actually works. But so this should be another good one. And before we get into it, in case you just joined the stream and don't know who these people are, let me reintroduce and introduce to these people who they are. On my right, we have the OG man himself. You've seen him. It's been a while since you've seen this guy, but this is the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Andrew G. Give it up for him. To my far left, when I first started playing Lost Levels, I heard this guy, it's like some guy named Cosmic. He's like really, really good at games. And he came back and he said, whatever the record is, he's going to body it. And he did. So this is the man as well. Give it up for Cosmic. And here in the center square, this is the guy who was inspired by the man to his right and probably to his left as well, and came and he just took every record. You've seen him on CNN, you've seen him on Fox. Shoot, you might see him on Maury next week. I don't know. But it's the man, Darbian. Give it up for Darb. So we're going to get set and get this going. They are going to be playing, this is a warp run of Super Mario Bros. 2 Japan, also known as the Lost Levels, for the original Famicom Disk System. Runners, are you all ready? Grab your... Well, I'm trying to get you to get your disc in, all right? Make sure your disc on the right side up. We don't want y'all to start on the wrong side of the game. Are we good? We don't get you no head starts. They didn't take the training before they played this game, apparently. Let's do this.
It's old hardware, man.
All right, now. Yeah, blame the 80s. Okay. What is this loading stuff? What is this? Are y'all sure y'all good? You ready? We're good? All right, let's give you the countdown. You ready? All right, 1,999. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So here we go, you all. This is the original Super Mario Bros. 2, as released originally in Japan. Never saw it in the U.S. until later on like Game Boy Color and again on Virtual Console and other mediums. But as you can see immediately, it's already a little difficult. We already have one death here. And again, this game is quite the challenge casually, especially the Famicom system. If you're game over, just like original Mario 1, you're going back to the beginning of the world, so no sugarcoating here. But again, this is a warps run here, so you're going to see them progress through here, and frame rules still apply to this game. Oh man, fortunate bad luck for Cosmic here. We got Darby and Andrew onto 1-2 here. Now 1-2 is a pretty interesting level because it's one of the few levels that actually has, oh, Darbian. Come on now, I played this game before, let's do this now.
Oh, dude.
Come on now, see, they're using the wrong brother here. You got Mario, you don't know what he's doing. So 1-2 has actually a couple of ways out of this. They're going to take a warp out of here to fast forward to World 4. Mario has to kind of either hesitate on that platform you saw Andrew G dare do, or they can do a wall jump. So you got to be careful not to die in this area where Andrew G is because you're going to go back to the beginning of the level. And he gets a little pushed out there. Darbian's taking the pipe here. And here we go. Here's a hidden block session here. This will take us over to level 4. Cosmic not far behind here. He's working his way to the upper path as well, heading toward the warp. Darbian's heading to the warp. And here we go with Andrew G on level 4. Now, World 4, you're going to see complete World 4 playthrough here. So, you know, Mario 1, you saw 4-2, the warp to World 8. But in Lost Levels, you're taking the warp later on in World 5. Now, one thing to know, if you've never seen this game play before, or play it casually. This game actually features warps that take you backwards levels, and they thought it'd make it more, I guess, a little bit more trolly. Just to think you did something good. You know when you're a kid, you try to jump on a flagpole and like, oh, look at me. And you get there and he said, hey, here's a warp back to level 1. And then you're like, oh, well, look what I did. So here we go. Keep on going. Again, not too much in level. World 4 is kind of like a relaxing level. It's not too much of a threat, really too much, until you get to potentially 4-4. You've got andrewg playing fire strats here. You got kosmicd and darbian rolling along little guy here. And of course, fire gives you definitely advantage. Like you heard Blecky talk about, you have that buffer, so you can, in case you take a hit, you don't have to worry about anything, but definitely advantageous to have fire strats sometimes. Got a pretty close match here with andrewg and darbian here. Kosmic just on the tails. Hey, you saw what happened the last race here, so anything can happen. So here we go, 4-3, our little aerial level here. Gotta be careful here because Mario has a pretty hefty jump here. Luigi, if you play as Luigi, you have a little easier on the jump, but here comes that jump. It's a pretty big one here for Mario. No issues, none at all. Now, one thing to note about this game, fireworks works differently in lost levels. So on lost levels, whenever the ones digit of your timer, so for instance, if you had a timer ending of 341 and you had 21 coins, the ones match, they give you fireworks. Odd number gives you 3, even number gives you 6 fireworks. So you've got 10 ways to get fireworks as opposed to just the 1, 3, and 6 from the Mario 1. So andrewg trying to show off up here. Little clip action here. 4-4 is a kind of nasty level, as you can see. Yeah. Four is one of those levels. I think no matter what category, what console you run this game, 4-4 can be a problem. You've got a Poodaboob, you got a Fireball, you got Bowser with a bad pattern some of the time, so can be a really heartbreaker on a run. Now, as you can see, there's a little loading time. That's the old school FDS loading the other side of the game here, So go grab yourself a drink or something in that like 5 or 6 seconds. And look at there. Kosmic got a favorable pattern there. So again, you never know now. Now 5-1 is an introduction to a new concept in Mario games, wind. As you can see, it accelerates you towards the right. You'll see it, I guess maybe no more times in this run. But 5-1's a pretty lengthy level, and hopefully you'll see them do a neat little strat with a different physics. Watch what happens here. Oh, he doesn't get it. Let's see what Darb gets it.
Oh!
So we got a match here. So in SME2J, in Mario Bros. 2, there's a different physics on enemies. If you notice, even when they bounce off enemies normally, they have a higher bounce. And in this game, when you can hit one of these enemies as they're kind of going downwards, you'll get this ridiculous boost up into the air, allowing you to skip those hidden blocks. So speaking of new hidden secrets, you're going to see something pretty neat right here in 5-2. The wrong warp, as you see, Kosmic nails it like it ain't nothing. He's like, man, I got this. Watch what happens here on this.
Oh.
Well, all you see there, darbian, unfortunately. So that is one of the wrong warps in this game, and similarly to what you saw in 4-2 and Mario 1, the vine you see darbian going up, that is kind of loaded up as the exit point. I hear chants going on here. I hear chants going on here. So that kind of loads a wrong warp. So instead of going the vine that you saw darbian do, andrewg, and there we go, Kosmic got it as well. 8-1 in lost levels is not a fun level. Unfortunately, it's a game over for Darbian, but again, he's on the same level, no penalty. 8-1 is not a fun level in any version. You've got Wind, you've got Hammer Brothers that have a pattern, and you don't know really what's going to happen. Let's see what happens as Darbian gets to the double Hammer Brothers coming up next.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that one. Usually you're more favored for not slowing down, but the second one is usually the more problem one. But again, Hammer Brothers and 8-1 are not fun. Not fun on either this version or the SNES version. As you see, andrewg head up to 8-3. Kosmic heading through 8-1 here. There we go. Unfortunately, Andrew G's going to have a few fireworks here, triple action here, no biggie. Everyone's trying to get rid of this awful level. And Cosmic, 8-2. Again, we got like one stage separating for most of everybody, so this should be pretty good here. Now, Andrew G has the lead here. You know, if Andrew G wins, we're going to have a tiebreaker game or something. That's like one for every one of them. We got to figure something to do here. I'm just saying. Can't leave it on a 1-1-1 tie. So as you can see, Andrew G's progressing. And watch here, he walks on. Yeah, he's walking on stuff there. There are 2 hidden blocks there on this version that already spawned just run off and jump. So Andrew G has about a stage lead here. He can tie up the match here. We've got Cosmic and Darbian on 8-3 now. So here we go, 8-4. Now you notice 8-4 again is like a maze level, just like on kind of 8-4 on the Mario 1. And once you know the path, it's pretty easy. Again, more swimming in the water. And as you notice, if you noticed earlier, you saw him kind of clip right through. Oh boy. And you're like, yeah, I know, VAT, Game Genie, Game Enhancer, yeah. But yeah, basically when you're swimming, you can actually, when you take off from ducking, you actually reduce your hitbox to just your lower half. So what happens is your head doesn't exist basically, allowing you to swim right through the fireboard. And you see, Mr. Andrew G, he's got to be different.
What?
And Andrew G, that is unfortunate. Andrew G has actually just soft locked himself. You cannot get back down from there, and as a result, we now have Cosmic in the lead now here. And have y'all played this game before? A couple times. Cosmic never given up, and Cosmic is heading strong towards the end of this level here.
Oh, mushroom, yes.
And Cosmic is on the home stretch. We got a double Bowser coming up, so here we go. First of all, he's going for the cheese strat.
Yep.
Walk under him. And Cosmic is going to have, he's got one more Bowser. You can just truck right through him, no biggie. And there he is, Cosmic, our winner. And congratulations to Cosmic there. And the guys on my right, well, I think that's about it for them. One of them game over, one of them soft lock, and one of them won, thankfully. Yo, let's give it up for all 3 of our runners, you all.
Whoa.
9-17 for Cosmic. Well done, Cosmic. And we have a to be determined for Andrew G and Darbian. Well, you know, Andrew G could still finish. He's got a life left. He only has to wait about, 15 more seconds to give it another try. You can finish if you want to, just to have a time at least. Or you can just sit there and just watch him perish. I think he's throwing in the towel. Go finish the game, man. You still got a life. Finish it, man. Don't start something you don't finish.
Time up.
You got 2 more. You want me to play? I'll play for you if you want me to.
Oh.
Come on now, one more chance. Bring it home, man.
You can do it, Andrew.
Come on now.
You can do it.
Come on now, never give up. Never surrender. Let's do it. Come on, y'all. Andrew G. All right, okay.
All right.
Couple more screens, man. We're almost there.
Okay, no mushroom.
No mushroom. All right, come on now. 2 Bowsers in your way. Let's do it, man. 1 down. Let's do it. Look now, don't be silly now. Almost there.
Ooh.
Almost there. Let's do it now. Yeah. There you go, you all. Yo, let's give it up. These guys just did 3 consecutive races. I think it's probably the first time someone's done 3 races in a row, the same 3 people. Give it up for Cosmic Darbian and Andrew G. Let's do it.
Also, too, for the other unsung hero, let's hear it for Big